Folks, never done it before. Is it possible to win, not the 10 Shockland Challenge, those of you who've been around the channel for many years. Today we're doing the first ever 10 Triome Challenge. So the goal of this video is my patron Josh over here says, Rudy, I want to try to get all 5 Triomes from Aquaria and Streets of Copacabana. Barry Manilow says good luck because you're going to need it. So the ironic part is, similar to the Shockland Challenge, let's start with the old set. Similar to the Shockland Challenge, Triomes are pretty much, well, the most expensive type card in the set. Which is ironic because, oh yeah, Aquaria actually had a box topper. This is back when I think box toppers meant something, right? Or no? Ancient Guardian. Which card was this? The Huntmaster? No, that's not the greatest one. That's an uncommon one. So yeah, so the actual expected value on Aquaria isn't bad. Streets is pretty rough. But it's really all about the Triomes in this thing. So it used to be all about the fetch. I know for those of you old farts around here, been around a long time. It's been a long time since we've actually opened Aquaria. Boy, these cards feel good. Man, the packs open great. Man, oh man, I think Aquaria was a pretty well printed set, which is ironic during the 2020 quarantine tangerine craziness. Elemental 5, there's a lot of... Those of you who weren't around 3 years ago, that's a heavy played pack. For those of you who weren't around 3 years ago, Aquaria was a stupidly powerful set. Like, a lot of people say it was just completely broken. Oops. All right, well, there's our foil rare. Once again, once upon a time, foil rares actually meant something. Before everything was just super foil flashy and craziness, foil rares were actually something. I've said it always millions of times. I was like, if Aquaria was, oh God. Are we even allowed to talk about this card yet? Or is this still like this banned broken thing we're not allowed to talk about? Are we allowed to talk about Dream Den? We're not going to talk about it. You can comment below if you know what I'm talking about with that card. Is that thing still like banned, restricted, and everything? Yeah, ridiculous, isn't it? So, another mythos. I always thought if Aquaria was actually released in a different time period, except the 2020 end of the world, I always felt this would have been one of the craziest sets ever. Now, some of these ultimatums have actually held up quite well. Financially, some of these ultimatums are still like $3-5 a card. Again, full common nothing. By the way, Josh H., you're at 0 Triomes so far. So you're trying to do this whole Triome challenge thing. Well, you're failing miserably at it. Like, you're doing a terrible job at it. Hey! Oh, never mind. I thought that was Sharknado. Never mind. I thought it was Sharknado. That's still one of the better rares in the set. Anybody remember Sharknado? It was one of the better rares in the set a long time ago. And... hey, another ultimatum. Okay. And a second foil rare. Mr. Raptor there. He was never one of the crazy powerhouse hits. Anyway, so yeah, we're bringing back more box openings. A lot of people have been asking for them. A lot of people missed the high-speed Rudy churn and burn box opening. Really? Golly, that's like 3 ultimatums in the first chunk of a box. And yeah, I kind of miss doing these. Like, we do most of it, even the box openings nowadays, we mostly just do collector boxes to see all the spiciness, but, oh boy, there we go. Doom Death. Another one of these companion crazy cards. By the way, anybody remember these things? Like these little punch-out things they did? With the little punch-out tokens for all the different mechanics. First Strike, Menace, Hexproof, Lightproof. Anybody remember that stuff? It's always funny how Wizards will randomly do like little punch-outs and weird things. There was I think, what was it, Amonkhet had it? There was every once in a while they do these things. The comic book style, kind of that hand-drawn art look was very, very popular. The Cub Warden, huh? Love the artwork. Never really super powerful, really expensive card, but did have Mutate. Mutate was always a very arguably very polarizing mechanic, as they say. All right, Cyclone, foil common. Wow. Okay, so if this is our first Triome Challenge video, we are doing absolutely terrible. Patrons have 0 Triomes. Hey, the old Titan Ape. I always thought that was a pretty cool card. Any big, the Timmy in me loves big, stompy green creatures from the 90s. The old school Force of Natures and Crawworms. The Timmy in me, it makes me happy. Yep, another companion card. A lot of people felt, Mutate mechanics, companion mechanics. A lot of people thought these things were just broken. They're just not fun to play against. The old Dingbat. Foil comp. Wow, really? Maybe not. Okay. You guys need to make fun of me because there may not be Triomes in this set and you all are just laughing like crazy right now. Is everybody just going crazy laughing because there's no actual Triomes and I'm looking for a card that's not in the set? That's what I'm feeling like right now. Giant Turtle. Because we are halfway through the box and like we have 0. So I'm starting to be like that I'm the biggest Timmy of all time, and you guys are just going to roast me in the comments because there aren't even Triomes in this set. Golly, I forgot about this card. Holy cow, the old Apex, man. I think this was one that was pretty expensive for a while. Wait a minute, how many Mythics have we had? I've been tracking Mythics. How many Mythics have we actually had? Wait a minute. Have we had no Mythics? Is that our first Mythic in the box? We have 0 Triomes, and that's our first Mythic at the halfway point of the box? Is this the worst Aquaria box opening of all time? Companion. Foil common. Wait a minute. Josh, I don't think the Triome challenge isn't working out well right now, and I'm getting really suspect that you just literally, I just sold you the worst box. Okay, alright. Apex the Thunder. Alright, so we're getting 2 crazy, we got 2 Mythics there. I was like, wait a second. We don't have any Mythics. We have no Triomes. It's like, did Rudy Reseal kick in too hard? Prodigy? I'm not gonna, there's nothing positive for me to say about that card. Again, maybe you guys are watching this video now. You know, we're February 2023. And maybe some of these actually have spiked, and I'm just, you know, old man Rudy yelling at the clouds here. And I'm not aware that some of these things are worth more. Titan's Nest. Holy crap, can we please? God, my box opening videos are terrible. No wonder this channel's gone to hell. Really? A Cyclone? No wonder you all are upset at me all the time. This is a terrible box opening video. Really? Mythos? Foil land. I was like, foil Triome would have been nice. Okay, I'm just starting to think there are no Triomes in this product at this point in time. I was like, wait a minute. Really? Hey, finally! Okay, so I'm not that much of an idiot. Okay, 1 Triome. 1 flippin' Triome, Josh. I know. And see, you know, we always joke about on this channel. I know everybody laughs at me. By the way, isn't this the uncommon? That's like $3 to $5. Bastion Remembrance. Because I remember there being a Castle Remembrance card that was like a $3, $4, $5 uncommon. Because like a friend of mine has an LGS in like Georgia. And said he did like a mass box opening on Aquaria years ago. And when everything shut down, he kept like 600-700 copies of this uncommon. And he said he was selling play sets of this for like $15. Is that a thing, or am I getting trolled? Make fun of me if I got the wrong card. Another companion. By the way, again, some of these companion things were out of control powerful, by the way. I know, old man Rudy here having throwbacks, trying to remember if that's an expensive uncommon, trying to remember if there's actually Mythics and Triomes. Old man Rudy. Hey, there we go. Triome number 2. Okay. Dude, watch us hit like 3-4 Triomes in just a couple packs in a row. Watch them all just be clumped together. Watch this. Really, another Mythos? It's our 3rd or 4th Mythos in this box. Alright, so at least we're coming back here. Golly, the beginning of this box opening was just flat out garbage. Lava Brink, really? And a beautiful foil uncommon that nobody cares about. I guess we just started off with a really bad box opening. I think we're getting better now, Josh. But dude, that was just, I guess it was just a dumpster fire beginning. And the Cat Beast, all these companions, man. I'm going to go on a limb here. I'd be very surprised if they redo a lot of companion type cards ever in the future because of the market's reaction at the time. Really? Another flipping Mythos? I mean, I remember so many, even patrons, just like, dude, I can't stand the companion mechanic. It's overpowered. It's not fun to play against. A lot of people didn't like it. I mean, anyways, it was just a really kind of a weird thing. Nice little dingbat foil. Beautiful card, though. Not worth anything. Well, folks, Aquaria, you may be gone, but you are not forgotten. And ladies and gentlemen, it's been a really long time since we've opened this product. Hey, there we go. Okay, borderless full art extended frame showcase Ultimate Masters etched textured rainbow for your pleasure. Finally. Okay. So we got one. Hey, you know what? We're up to 3 Triomes now. By the way, the last 2 Triomes are the same card. They're just actually different framework. Okay, we actually just got the. Okay, all right. See, we started off on this song. I love the artwork on that card. I think it was a Noah card. Noah Brad. Wait a minute, Noah Bradley. Wasn't the guy that got in trouble? Or am I thinking a different Noah? Comment below. Was this the guy that got in trouble? It was all drama that people were telling me about years ago. Anyways, really cool piece of art. Whatever happened to the guy, I have no idea, but his artwork's good. All right, folks, here we go. Moving forward. 1, 2, 3, and Gem Razor. Very cool card. I remember some of the Gem Razor was one of the cards that looked really neat in the Godzilla, kind of the monster framework. I remember that looked pretty cool. All right, here we go, folks. Raptor. So that's it. Last pack, Josh. Overall, not bad. Honestly, I mean, that was a lot better than I expected. Hey, that was a nice ending. Apex. Okay, a little Hunt Apex. Okay, so we actually did end up with 4 Mythics and 3 Triomes. For how bad this video started off, I don't know. I kind of think it's not a bad ending. I thought we were going to be really bad. Now, the next thing, this is my very first Streets of Barry Manilow box opening, draft box opening I've ever done. What the heck is this? This is how they did it? Really? You get a card and they stick the same card in every box to flipping greeters? All right, whatever. I have never opened a box. What the heck? What is? Oh, the list. Okay. I have never opened a draft box of Streets. Now this is a ooh, wow, the cards feel so much different. Oh my goodness. All right, start off with a Dancer and a foil uncommon. So I will be honest with you all. This has got to be one of the most controversial products of 2021. The market completely rejected this thing. The market has taken Streets of Barry Manilow to the dumpster fire. Like literally, people just, the theme of it, the mafia, the mob boss kind of thing, and the different type of vibe the set gives off. People just didn't like it. The market says none of the good cards are good value. Even the scores are first mythic there. We'll put you on top. I mean, look at the full art lands. Like, nobody even likes the full art lands. Like, it's a really strange thing. And, you know, I'll be honest with everybody. I have very heavy bags in Streets because I feel like even telling everyone that I like the product, little bird assassin, like, people look at me like I'm crazy. People are literally like, you like Streets. Nobody likes Streets. Are you pumping and dumping your ex? It's like, well, when she needs it, there's the greeters again. But I keep telling you, I was like, from literally, this product came out, and like 60 days later, it's like everybody was just trash talking this product. And I don't know. That's cool. I always like that art. I love her green dress. That was pretty cool. Demons do foil common. Like, even look at this island. Like, look at this full art island. You know, there was a point in history, 5-10 years ago, like a full art meant something really big. Like a Zendikar full art thing was such a big deal. Horde Hauler. And now, nobody gives 2 flying flips about extended art anything, man. There's so, like, I still think can you even get the gilded ones? Can we get the fancy gilded gold foiling in the draft box, or is that collector box only, maybe? Oh, this one has little pop-outs on the back there, okay. Because I was like, dude, oh my god, I remember hearing about them. Like, look at this. Look at this planes. How great, look at the mob, look at the trains with, like, the mobster dude and everything. Like, how cool is that? Like, I don't know, maybe the evil, scam artist Rudy side of me just really, I don't know. I think it's just such a, like, let's put it this way. Yeah, Chrome Kitty Cat. Let's put it this way, everybody. Do you really think there's ever going to be another Streets of Copacabana set in Magic? I mean, think about it that way. Have you thought about that? Fight rigging. Like, based on how this thing is performed and how the market's treating it, that's like another Dragon's Maze. Like, people just it's just a meeting of the 5. It's a crazy spell, but I know the cast. Anyway, like, I don't see it happening. It's like the Boulder's Gate situation. I don't see Wizards. All-Seeing Arbiter. Okay, wow, we're getting some good mid. Okay, God, look at this mountain. Holy smokes, that's ridiculous. Like, at this point in time, as Wizards and Hasbro are really pushing to move forward with everything that's happened, Envoy, I personally don't see Return to Dragon's Maze ever happening. I don't see a Boulder's Gate sequel ever happening. Like, I still think these frameworks are neat, man. I personally don't see ever any more boxes or anything on coming along for storyline or lore, if that's even a thing. I don't see any more future sets based around Streets or the mobs or any of the, I don't know what you call them, the clans or the groups in the mob. Hey, look at that. All-Seeing Arbiter, Borderless. There's a fancy, nice All-Seeing. So we got both versions there. So I just don't see it happening. The market just was so bad with this thing, man. And we got the old Evelyn and foil common. Wait a second. That's right. This is a Triome set again. We have no Triome. We're halfway through the box, or I guess box 2 of the video. We have no Triomes again. Okay. All right. We got ourselves a nice Triome. Even though they don't really say Triome, but you get the idea. We got one. We got one. And, you know, this is a textbook example of no matter what the market thinks, if you have a good land cycle in a product. Here, the little Phyrexian, little sneak peek of a little Phyrexian in the future. This is a good example of, can you imagine if this product had a crappy land cycle? Like, all the expensive, decent rares in the set are essentially the triomes, the land cycle. I've said it before, in 7 years on YouTube, I've rambled over and over. Some of the most important things in Magic standard set, long-term everything, is the land cycle. And then usually like artifacts and unique mechanics. That I've always been, God, look at the art on that plaza, it's beautiful. I've always been obsessed. One of the first things I always ask, a little broker, hey, Ascendancy. I remember that from the Cons block. Cons of Tarkir. Rudy's a con. Boy, that brings back memories, everybody. You know, one of the biggest things I remember is, you know, godly hostile takeover. Like, so I'm assuming you can't, okay, so you can't get the gold-gilded fancy stuff in draft boxes. I'm pretty much already realizing that. Also, it's almost impossible to get flipping triomes. Holy smokes, did I underestimate the difficulty of getting triomes. Rabble, Housing, and there is a foil rare for the Diabolist. Diabolist? Yeah. Look at that island. Like, this is such a weird set. Like, what is going to happen? Like, nobody's hoarding heavy bags besides me of Streets of Barry Manilow. This is such a bizarre Magic product. Like, it doesn't fit with anything before or after Undercover Operative. And it's just like, it's got a great land cycle. Can you imagine if a few of the regular rares or mythics actually had some future... Prison Heart. Look at that. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, foil Triome. The proving are very nice. Okay. Well, Josh, I can tell you right now, we're getting towards the end of the video. We've only got like 8-9 packs left. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't think Josh is going to make it to the 10 Triome challenge. I mean, we're at 5, I'll be honest with you. With how up and down turbulent this video's been, I didn't even think we were going to get to 5. That first box, ooh, Angel of Suffering. God, that artwork, man. Nightmare Angel. Look at the wings on that bad boy. It's awesome. Is that financially, I don't know if people are really playing or doing any of these things. I don't know how much use. Hostile Takeover again. Such a very business-like card, you know? Hostile. And maybe that's the thing. You know, think about it. You know, the whole mobs and the groups of this thing with business and everything, and Hostile Takeover, a financial kind of concept. Like, maybe that's the thing is, you know, a lot of the culture in the world of Wizards of the Coast and Magic, unlicensed hearse. Look at that neat looking thing. Exile 2 cards, unlicensed hearse power tokens are equal to the number of cards you exile. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's only a 2-drop. That's a cool little rare. I'm sure it's worth nothing. Like everything else in Streets of Barry Manilow, the market just says it's all crap going to 0. Anyways, it's like, I don't know, maybe just the people that, hey, look at that. Holy crap. A non-foil version of the Triome. Okay. Wow. I can't believe we actually made it to 6 flipping Triomes. That's way better than I thought. Holy crap, man. Oh, what a volatile, emotional, up and down video today. Ladies and gentlemen, jeez Louise. What a swing. Look, oh my God, really? There's a 3rd version of the Triomes? How many? These are all the same card. So we've got foil, non-foil. That's the showcase one. It's like a dude cleaning the ring. Wow. Man, that's cool. Can you get that in like a gold gilded or something? Holy crap. We actually made it to 7 Triomes. I mean, a lot of duplicates there, but we actually made it, Underdog. Anyway, I'm just saying, folks, maybe just the culture of Magic and kind of how it's very anti-business and everything. It's anti-small business, anti-capitalism, a lot of the culture in modern times, and a lot of the shifts in what's going on in the United States. Maybe that's part of the reason that a lot of the player base and a lot of, hey, look at that, at the end of the video, we actually got a foil full art land. That looks beautiful. I'm thinking maybe that's one of the reasons maybe it doesn't click with a lot of the customers, maybe? Yeah, I'm just speculating. Because I don't know. I'd like to hear everyone's opinion below, especially if you made it to the end of this 20-minute video. First of all, Josh, you played the Triome Challenge. You ended up with 7 Triomes. A lot of duplication, 3, and then 2 of the same. But you made it 7. And again, doing the Triome or Shockland Challenge on a product like this that has something like Streets in it, where you have multiple versions, it does seem to be easier to get. I feel like if we did that at least 5-10 videos worth for multiple patrons, it would get hit. I still, you know, in conclusion of this video, like, we all know Aquaria is a good product. There's no reason to argue or discuss Aquaria. There's no reason to say, oh, God, Rudy, you think Aquaria long-term is going to go up and become more rare? Of course it is. It's already been doing that, and it's only been out of print for 2 years, okay? Actually, godly, I think Aquaria's only been out of print for a year and a half. I mean, because it went out of print in about mid-2021, so 2020. Yeah, so it's been out of print for a year and a half. And, look, the product's been out of print for not even 2 years, okay? And look at the prices of Aquaria draft boxes. Look at the price of the Triomes of some of the key cards. Again, it's only been 18 months since it's been out of print. Like, there's nothing to argue about with, like, Aquaria, Theros, M21, those 2020-era products. And don't get me started on War of the Sparking Throne. Oh, man, those are hidden gold mines. But, the real conversation point is the streets. Streets of Copacabana. Does Barry Manilow long-term end up being legendary? And is Streets going to end up as one of those mispriced surprise sets? My vote out of all of them is yes. And my rationale is that I don't think it deserves the sheer amount of hate that it gets. I feel like just a lot of people shunned the mob style kind of business capitalistic type of vibe for the set. I don't think it clicked with a chunk of the player base, at least at this time period. And remember, this all Streets came out in 2021. Okay, was it mid-2021? So it's getting towards the end of its life cycle now. Okay, and the culture and everything that's happened, because everybody lost their minds in 2020, 2021. I don't think the view of the perspective of everybody right now is going to be looked back upon the same way in 5 to 10 years. I think as the world moves forward and we all leave this crazy 2020, 2021 disaster to the moon, goofiness, free money, handouts, don't buy cards, they're going to zero, you can't sanitize your Black Lotus with bleach, that whole stupid, crazy era. In 2022 was the crash, reset, repricing of everything. In 2023, to me, feels like we're moving forward finally. I feel like in 5 years, people are going to look back and there's going to be more conversation on Streets. Because who's carrying it? Who's going to be like, Rudy, I'm investing everything in Streets? Nobody. And that's my point. The product has decent flavor and lore. The product has decent mythics. It has a phenomenal Triome land cycle. It has some decent rare. Isn't Streets? No, wait. Doesn't Streets have the Ledger Shredder dude? Or is that Strix? No, it is Streets. Was it Streets? Anyways, there are good rares in it. The artwork is beautiful. The gold gilded the collect. And it's so cheap. All of it. And it's just so repulsively pushed away by the market. It just doesn't seem like it deserves that extreme of just middle finger rejection. Like, I understand why Dragon's Maze was rejected. I understand why Baldur's Gate was mispriced and rejected. I understand that. I can logically approach it, and I can understand where and why the market feels that way. This particular set's just a weird one. I don't think it's anywhere near it. It wasn't overpriced like, Baldur's Gate. It didn't have a surcharge. It was a cheap product from day one. And I'm looking at this box opening. Even in this box opening, with a couple of Triomes, even if these Triomes are like $5-10 a piece, and some of the mythics are $5-10 a piece, like, Streets draft boxes are like $90. Like, it's not even like you have a $1,000 cost basis or something. Anyway, I'm done rambling about it. So I don't know. I really enjoyed that box opening for Streets. I've never done a Streets draft box opening. That was really cool, folks. Josh, thanks for allowing me the honor to open those for you. Everything you see in the video, Josh, is heading your way now. As always, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. I always like to share my perspective, report on the news, whether it's good or bad, and pump and dump and blah, blah, blah. Someone's got to repair that washing machine when you're not home. And as always, folks, have a beautiful day out there.